And you might know him as the Flying Mullet. Would you please welcome Rohan Browning?
Yeah! I've got to ask though, where is the iconic mullet?
Well, it's a good question. And, actually, funnily enough, it's my brother's 20th birthday today. Hugh, happy birthday, mate. And Mum sent through one of those pre-made Apple videos of, it was like a carousel of photos.
Yeah.
I saw this photo of myself in 2013 with, horrible cystic acne and a crew cut. And I realised you only go one way with trends and style. It's only forward. So I think, I don't know. I always get asked, are you going to bring it back in Paris? I don't know. I have to see.
Are you a sure thing for Paris? Where are we at the moment as far as that's concerned?
I've got a pretty safe qualification pathway. Sitting in a pretty safe position. Yeah. I mean, I'll go to Europe, run the circuit for a while, and get some more meets this year.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I had no idea that this close to the Olympics, you could still not know if you were going over. Do you have to book your flights in a comm and just hope for the best, and then you're like, this is just going to be an epic party if I don't get in?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, not entirely. You have a good sense of where you are in your world ranking and where that falls. So, as the cards fall, you have a pretty good idea of what that's going to look like.
So even though you're not in, you kind of know whether or not you're going to get in. So you're not necessarily just I've got absolutely no idea. Can somebody tell me, am I going to Paris?
No. Some people are definitely in that situation. I don't envy them. That's a tough situation to be in.
Look, it's so stressful.
Yeah. I mean, but that's just the nature of sport, right? The margin's so fine.
It probably also speaks to Rachel's deep fear of panic packing.
Yeah, I need to be over there 3 weeks. I'm ready to go, Exactly.
How is the Aussie team, the Aussie athletics team, shaping up?
It's shaping up really well. I mean, I think it's probably one of the best teams, certainly since I've been an athlete, one of the best Olympic teams, I think, probably ever. And there's lots of medal hopefuls, particularly in the women's high jump between Eleanor and Nicola. So, yeah, really good depth.
Tori's doing well too, right?
And Tori's doing outstanding, and seeing her win was in Xiamen was great.
And now, do you have a pre-race ritual, like a song that hypes you up or anything that you have to do before a race?
No. My top song on Spotify Wrapped has been Fleetwood Mac, Don't Stop.
Yes.
Undeniably classic.
Nice.
But
It's not really a racing song, though. Is it a fire-up song?
No, it's not a fire up.
Is it just to calm you then before the big race?
Yeah, I think so. I like that. I mean, I think you just want to be comfortable. That's what it's all about, right? Being comfortable in your own skin. I'm semi-nervous. I was involved with a campaign with the Iconic last week where they had me in the 5XL double denim. And I was feeling delicious, but I'm waiting for those photos to release. I certainly wasn't feeling comfortable in my own skin there, but it was really fun, and I'm waiting for my mates to see that.
Well, that feels like an advantage of everything that you've done. You get to do cool photo shoots and stuff. Yeah. Are there any hidden advantages to being one of the fastest people on Earth? I imagine you've never missed a bus.
No, never missed a bus. But there's something so embarrassing about breaking out into a full sprint outside of sport. And I don't think anybody knows why that is.
Where would you break into a full sprint? What kind of a situation in real life has that happened?
Well, I have had this thought that, I would be almost unmuggable in this country. There's nobody that could probably mug me in a fair sort of situation with plenty of open space.
That's a really solid superpower.
Yeah, that's excellent. I easily mug.
You've also just set a challenge for every drunk person at a country fair.
Yeah.
At least I don't have the mullet to try and grab onto now.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not trying to bait a mugging.
So tell me about Paris post-Olympics, because there's this whole issue, right, with athletes not being able to stick around. Obviously, your end of the competition is better for the party bit of it. Is it going to be very big for all the Aussie athletes at the back end?
Yeah, I mean, it usually is. Tokyo was fairly subdued, obviously, given the sort of the cultural climate. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, just the conviviality of sort of being in the city, I think the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. So I'm excited.
I have one more question about the mullet.
Yeah, go.
Are you faster now that you don't have it? Or are you more aerodynamic with the mullet?
I feel faster. The evidence wouldn't suggest that this season. But I'm waiting to see how it shapes up.
You can see more of Rohan in his new partnership with online fashion retailer The Iconic. For more details, head to our website. Would you please thank Rohan Browning?
Yeah.